Well, finally tonight, have you ever heard of Mathletics?
I haven't,
Never come across?
No.
Neither have I. Well, apparently it's a new craze sweeping across schools right around the world and encourages children and their parents to learn more about numbers.
And one young lad who's been encouraged more than anyone else to take on the challenge is Akli Mohammed. And to prove it, he's the only person in the world to collect 6 gold certificates for completing these challenges.
Only person in the world. Well, we're delighted to say that Akli, who's 8, his mum Shamim and Miss Fisher, his teacher from Hovingham School in Leeds, are with us in the studio this evening. Lovely to meet you all. Congratulations. You must have been really putting in a lot of hard work. What do you enjoy most about Mathletics?
The activities and...
Because it's all done on the internet, isn't it? And you get to see things happening in front of you, and you do the challenges, and you do the questions that are there. Do you know how many questions you've done?
No.
120, I was told.
That's a huge amount.
120 challenges. That's fantastic.
What I want to ask you, Clint, does it get easier? Because maths, it's all about using your mind, isn't it? And once you sort of get on a bit of a roll. So now you've done 120 challenges. Do you find it gets easier and easier each time you do one?
Yeah.
Hey, that's where we're going wrong.
That's why we've blown it completely. But Mum, you must be very proud of what he does.
I'm very proud of him, yes. Can't be more privileged.
Is it something that happens every day? Is it round breakfast? Is it round dinner, round tea and everything?
It's every time they have a spare time, yeah, and it's 120 weeks work.
Goodness
not
me.
challenges.
Oh, it's 120 weeks?
That's even more
120 weeks, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
That's amazing. And Jane, I mean, what is it about Mathletics that's catching everyone's imagination?
I think for the children, it is the challenges, but they have their own avatars, and it's the certificates, and the fact that we have these big celebrations at Hovingham, and the Mathletics team come and join us. So they find it really motivating and exciting.
And it's a wonderful skill to have, isn't it? Because it'll stay with Akli and with all of us, isn't it? If you, I mean, I still have little ways of adding up and going next door and borrow.
You have very many little ways.
Yes, but I go next door and I borrow from the greengrocer and I bring one back. And all these little things. I know that sounds very basic, but it does help, you see, doesn't it? In the long term.
Yeah, and it's I think the key thing for them is this constant practice. You know, when Mum says that Clean will do it breakfast, lunch, tea, it's that constant practice that gives them the edge.
And Shamim, you've also started. It's not just the younger generation. It shows that you're never too old to learn, and you too are going to classes, aren't you?
Yes, I am going to classes. I'm finding it. It's a new learning point actually. Learning more yourself and then teaching them, as well as doing it yourself. I think it's a big achievement, and it makes them proud of us as much as we are of them to see us.
It's a big thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, Akli, what do you reckon when you grow up? What are you going to be? Are you going to be a mathematician when you grow up?
A genius?
Footballer? What other kind of things do you like doing?
Well, it's not worked that one out yet.
It's a little way off. Good thing is you don't have to worry about it for a while. Tell you what, just worry about your 9th birthday in 11 days' time.
Yeah.
That'll be great. We hope you have a fantastic time then. Thank you so much for all of you for coming in and joining us this evening.
Yes, well, someone else who's quite good with numbers and not perhaps quite so good with the weather, though, is John Mitchell.